जय श्री माता जी। उपस्थित सभी सहयोगी भाई बहनों का आज की सुबह के सामूहिक ध्यान में प्रतिष्ठान पुणे से हृदय से स्वागत है। हम सब श्री माता जी को हृदय में वंदन करेंगे। सामूहिक बंधन लेते हैं। श्री माता जी से प्रार्थना करते हैं। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, आज के सामूहिक ध्यान में बैठने की अनुमति हमें प्रदान करें। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, आप ही की इच्छा अनुसार आज का ध्यान हमसे करवा लीजिए। श्री माता जी, आज के ध्यान में हमें पूर्ण निर्विचारिता प्रदान कीजिए। चित्त को सहस्त्रार पर और दोनों हाथों की हथेलियों पर रखते हुए 3 महामंत्र और श्री गणेश मंत्र का उच्चारण करते हैं।
त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री महालक्ष्मी त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी मोक्ष माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री गणेश साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः।
दोनों हाथ पृथ्वी तत्व पर रखते हैं। चित्त को मध्य सुषुम्ना नाड़ी में लेते हैं। प्रार्थना करेंगे। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, हमें पूर्ण संतुलन प्रदान कीजिए। श्री माता जी, असंतुलन के कारण जो भी दोष है, बाधाएं हैं, कृपा करके धरणी माता में विलीन कर दीजिए। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, हमें पूर्ण वर्तमान स्थिति प्रदान कीजिए। धीरे धीरे चित्त को मध्य मूलाधार चक्र पर लेते हैं। प्रार्थना करेंगे। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, हमारे मूलाधार चक्र को शुद्ध कर दीजिए। श्री माता जी, आप ही साक्षात श्री गणेश जी हो। श्री माता जी, हमें श्री गणेश जी के सभी गुण और आशीर्वाद प्रदान कीजिए। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, हम में पावित्र्यता, मांगल्यता, सत सत विवेक बुद्धि, भक्तिभाव, समर्पण प्रदान कीजिए। चित्त को मूलाधार चक्र पर स्थिर करते हैं। दोनों हाथ श्री माता जी की ओर, राइट हैंड लेफ्ट हार्ट पर रखते हैं, अपने लेफ्ट अनाहत चक्र पर। प्रार्थना करेंगे। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, हम आपकी परम कृपा में केवल एक शुद्ध और पवित्र आत्मा है। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, हम मन बुद्धि अहंकार इच्छा शरीर आदि कुछ भी नहीं, हम केवल और केवल एक शुद्ध और पवित्र आत्मा है। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, हमें आत्मा स्वरूप बना दीजिए। श्री माता जी, हमारे हृदय में प्रेम भर दीजिए। राइट हैंड श्री माता जी की ओर। धीरे धीरे चित्त को मध्य सुषुम्ना नाड़ी से होते हुए सहस्त्रार पर लेते हैं। प्रार्थना करेंगे। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, कृपा कर हमारे आत्म साक्षात्कार को दृढ़ कर दीजिए। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, आज के ध्यान में हमें पूर्ण निर्विचारिता प्रदान कीजिए, संतुलन प्रदान कीजिए। चित्त को सहस्त्रार पर रखते हुए कुछ क्षण ध्यान में रहेंगे। ध्यान की इस निर्विचार स्थिति को बनाए रखते हुए अब हम परम पूज्य श्री माता जी की अमृतवाणी आत्मसात करते हैं। आज की अमृतवाणी है विशुद्धि चक्र, टू February 1983, न्यू दिल्ली, इंडिया।
The prophets are born and create a ripple in our consciousness, a new dimension to our understanding, to religion, dharma, which has to be assimilated and has to be understood that whatever the previous prophets have said has to be culminated into something else. So, as we can say, Muhammad Sahib has said that all these prophets who have come on this earth have created a new ripple and also has sustained human beings with a newer evolution, a newer foliage opening. The idea of human beings of newness is that we have to give up all that is old and we have to become new. Or they think that newness means absolutely a juxtaposition condition in which one has to rise. And this is the cause of the folly of many people in the West as well as in the East. Whenever a new theme starts, like we can say that first of all, a great saint came on this earth and he found that the people are following the idol worship in a very wrong way. Because it is said in the Bible that whatever is created by Mother Earth should not be reproduced and worshipped. So they created another extreme religion out of it, saying that nothing should be worshipped, but it is said whatever is produced by the Mother Earth. So there are so many such things all over the world which are created by the Mother Earth. So they should not be worshipped by reproducing them and making images out of them. When such a prophet died, saying that this should not be done, one should not worship images, the other side of it started the extreme, going to the extreme that there should be no worship even if the Mother Earth has created. So all the human beings were divided into extreme conditions. One situation comes in where one has to say that this should not be done. So people take up that theme and just start building up onto that and saying that this should not be done as told by the Prophet. Of course, after the death of the Prophet, when the Prophet is living, nobody listens to him. They all torture him, bother him, do all kinds of things, and ultimately they may even kill him. Then another point is, every prophet is born at a different period of time. So depending on the time when he is born, he talks of a particular problem. Say when Muhammad was born, Muhammad Sahib said very clearly that you should not drink. So people said that all right, we will not drink but we can smoke. So he had to rectify himself. He said, I am the last who has come, but he found that it is not so. So he came back again as Nanaka to tell people that do not smoke also. Like that, the persons or the group of persons who follow one incarnation go to another extreme and try to push down all the traditions, all that has come so far built up, like cutting the whole tree and start their own tree, which is artificial. Then the quarrel started when Muhammad Sahib was driven to another level, and then Nanakal's disciples were driven to another level where they just thought they have no relationship with each other, which is not true. Afterwards also, so many such things have happened in this world. We can see that any revival starts, people go to the extreme of it and get completely ruined. In Christianity, you will find the same thing happen. When Christ came in, whatever problems he faced, he talked about them. But the main thing here to talk about the resurrection, about the ascent, and he talked about the ascent. He talked about the spirit, and in his resurrection he showed that he ascended. But people did not stick to that part. They never thought that you have to ascend in Christianity. Nobody bothered that you have to ascend. They took a small little things from somewhere. Also, a person came later on called Saint Paul, who was not at all with Christ or anything. He started a religion of Christianity which was all absurd, against Christ, anti-Christ. None of these prophets have discarded any prophet who came before them. Now the problem came in that one has to integrate. And Muhammad Sahib knew that a day will come when this integration problem will start. And he talked a lot about Sahajayoga, in the sense he said when the resurrection time will come. He talked more about resurrection than about doom time. Most surprising things. About Qayamat. He spoke very little. He spoke really about the resurrection time. Because that was the problem. The problem that they face, they talk about. I've told you how Buddha talked only about Atma Sakshatkara and not about God, because those people who went to God or thought of God or just studied God thought they were gods themselves. So he said you must get your self-realization. Then Mahavira, who talked about the hell where people can go, because that was his job, the part of it and the part of it and the part of it and the part of it. These are the different aspects of human beings which they had to awaken. Different aspects. When Muhammad Sahib started teaching people to do namaz, people used to laugh at him. What is he doing? Why does he want us to put hands like this? Why does he want us to sit down or put our hands on the knees? Now you understand, as Sahajayogi, what it means, that he wanted us to improve our nabis first, our dharma first. All this movement was to jerk out the kundalini, but without realization being there, namaz would not work. You may break your knees, you may do what you like. But the extremes people catch hold of it and not the reality. And they make a fuss out of it, and they may create a big organizations and things, and that's how it is brought. So when he said that Allahu Akbar is to be said with your fingers in your ears, you all say that, isn't it? All the Sahajogis say with this finger in their ears, Allahu Akbar. Because this is the finger that represents the Vishuddhi. And the Vishuddhi Chakra, deity Shri Krishna, becomes the Virata, the Akbar. So when you say about Akbar, you have to put your fingers into your ears and you have to say Allahu Akbar. Whole relationship and everything was never understood. For Indians, Shri Krishna was their avatara. For Western people, Christ was their avatara. For other people of Arabistan, Muhammad was their avatar. How can that be? They are all related to each other. So how to relate it to each other is a problem of Sahajayoga. When they come from different communities and different fixed ideas, it is impossible to stir them and tell them that you are all one. We talk of Hindu-Muslim unity. For example, Muhammad Sahib didn't know there were problems like that, but Nanaka did say, we have come to do Hindu-Muslim unity. But in the outside, if you do the Hindu-Muslim unity or any unity, it doesn't work. It doesn't work out in the outside relationship. Even your brother may not be your own brother. If it is working outside. But if the spirit is awakened within you, then spirit is the one which is the connection with the whole, with the Virat, with Akbar. When Akbar is to be felt, you have to have your realization. Otherwise, you are just talking in the air. You don't know who is this Akbar. You have to get connected to that Virat, and that Virat is the primordial. We are actually not integrated at all because we have different incarnations. Even if you are not absolutely atheist, even if you don't say that you do not believe in God or believe in something else which is anti-God. Even if you believe in God, you believe in God in fragmentations, in his different aspects. But you don't see him in collectivity. You have to see that he is one God. Everybody says he is one God. Of course he is one God. I am one person, but I am also a housewife. I have to do some work for my household. I am also a sister of somebody. I am also your mother and mother of my own children and also a grandmother. So I have so many various aspects of my work which I do. One person has to do it. When we talk of God as one, we think he is Rock of Gibraltar, just one piece. Even Rock of Gibraltar, if you go and see, it is not one piece. Anything in this world, you cannot say is one piece. It has to be a compound or a mixture of something. Then how can God be just one piece hanging in the air like one? God is one. So we will not have any other aspect of God. God has many aspects, which one has to understand. So there are two concepts which work out in this world, I feel. One is that they believe that there is only one God and there cannot be many aspects of God, which is wrong. Christ has said, those who are not against me are with me. So this kind of a mental conception about God, that he is just like Rock of Gibraltar. See now this pendant you have done it. There are so many lights. They are all giving one light to all of us. They are not being separate lights, are they? How are they fighting with each other? What is the fight going on? They are adding to the same light. This is one pendant, but we have so many lights. We cannot do with one light. At different periods, a person has to be born. Every period, a person had to be born to enlighten one aspect of human awareness and consciousness. Variety has to be there because human beings are varied. And the variety is that supposing you are supporting somebody's right-sidedness, then there should be somebody who will come and support the left-sidedness. And it is all done so well within us, but it is only human beings in their obstinacy and in their ignorance cannot see it. We all are made the same way, if you see in the whole world. Of course, there is variety in appearances. Maybe an Indian looks like an Indian, and But in India only you can see Indians have so many different faces. You can find all colors and all kinds of things on their faces. In India is the only place where you find all kinds of people. You can have people like Russians, you can have people like Japanese, Chinese, you can have people like Africans. All kinds of people are in this country to show that all people can be called as one race as India. Now, it is not always ignorance that makes people forget that we are all one. Every human being laughs the same way. Does he laugh in a different way? If he has to eat the food, he masticates the same way. He cries the same way. When he cries, his crying is the same. His actions are the same way. If a woman is angry with her husband, yesterday I saw Birju Maharaja's program with my brother, and I was amazed how universal we are in our expressions. He was showing how a woman gets angry with the husband and how she behaves. If you see those actions which are depicted, you will be amazed that they are done by all the women all over the world. And the reaction of man, if you want to see, all the men act in the same way. My husband was secretary to Shastriji, you know that. And he went with Lal Bahadur Shastri to Tashkent at his last time. But also he went once to Yugoslavia. And there, who was it? General Tito was where? Huh? Yugoslavia. And General Tito's wife, you see, got very friendly with Mrs. Shastri. Both were very friendly. So Shastriji warned his wife, see now, you are great friends, and now don't start crying like an Indian woman when you leave. So poor thing was controlling her tears all the time. But she told me I was controlling, but it is she who started crying. And such a lot, and then she started crying loudly, hugging me. So I just could not control myself. I also gave in, I also started crying. And both the husbands started looking at the ground. So basically, all the women, all the men in the whole world react the same way to a situation. And you can see their reactions very clearly when it comes to children. They all act in the same way, in the same manner. Supposing they hear that two children are caught up in the air somewhere or something is happening to them, the whole world will be worried about how they are going to be saved. Something must be done to save them. The whole world will be praying to God, oh God, please save these two children are caught up there somehow or other. Everybody will be worried as if their own child is there. Even when it comes to death, I've seen that. When there was a airspace, the spacecraft was going to land, and people were worried that they may be lost. I know in every masjid, in every temple, in every church and everywhere, they were Americans. Nobody thought of Americans, what religion, anything. To them, it was a part of human beings, you see. The human bondage started acting. That time they never thought what country they were, what Americans have done to India, nothing of the kind. They just thought, oh God, these people are, oh God, please save them. Everybody prayed to them, prayed to God and prayed for them that they should be saved. That time, what had happened to us? How did we forget? We touched the reality at that time. And that is what it is. Anybody who tries, these Jews, when they were troubled by Hitler, everybody's sympathies were with them. But when these Jews started troubling the Muslims there, everybody's sympathies were with Muslims. Then why don't you think on religion? Even the Jews had sympathies with Muslims. Then we don't think what differences we have with them. None of the people I heard said, all right, they are punished or it's all right. Not even Jews. So the part that is within us, which is human, becomes absolutely troubled when we see some other human being is tortured. Of course, with these horrible ideas of fanaticism, or maybe fear, or maybe aggressiveness, or whatever it is, we may try to be cruel. If you ask the people of Germany, how do they feel about the massacre? They just put down their heads. They said, we don't know, we were not ourselves. How we did it, we don't know. How it happened, we just don't know how it worked out. So when the violence is over, you just start feeling, oh God, I am a human being, they were human. So this oneness comes in. The feeling, the awareness comes in. It is not so in the animals so much. If they have to work, if they have to be active, they will be together. But if something dies, they are not bothered. Even if a child, or say of a monkey, is sick, the mother will be worried. She'll be screaming, shouting. But if the thing is dead, she will just throw away the child on one side and get up. It's only the human beings who can feel that oneness. So in our nest, this was given to us by Shri Krishna's advent. He gave us this awareness of human, or he keeps that awareness within us. We have to accept him as a person who gives us this awareness of human relationship. And whenever there has been problem, like this, somebody told me that in Somnath people believe that Sri Krishna came as Muhammad Ghazni to give lessons. So many Hindus believe. It was Sri Krishna who came as Muhammad Ghazni to give a lesson to these horrible Brahmins who were making money out of that temple. So many Hindus believe that to punish these horrible Brahmins who were making money, he had to come as Muhammad Ghazni to break that idol which was giving them so much money, and they were making all kinds of you can say extractions from the poor devotees who were devoted to that temple. It was only he could do it. So we have to understand that when we are not integrated, we cannot feel the integration of our being. We are not integrated, that we have to realize. Our mind works in one way, our heart works in another way, our liver works in another way. As I told you, I am quite surprised that when they have told that don't drink, those people who follow these religions still go on drinking. But apart from that religion, forget it. They see a man going into a pub and falling and faltering, coming out. Still they enter into the same to get to the same situation. Why? Because the mind tells them not to do it. Mind says don't go. The brain says don't go. But their heart is weak. They cannot. The habits. All the habits come through this kind of disintegration. We are so disintegrated within ourselves that if a person wants to do something, he just does the opposite of it. And that is the reason why we accept this kind of juxtapositions in life, what was told by him about music and about it. Music has come out of God's love to us. Anything that is not for God's love is not music. I'll give you an example. There was a lady who used to do some sort of a kawali. And I was on the censor board, I censored her kawalis. And I said, this is not a kawali. She said, why? I said, this is called as mujra. This is a horribly sensuous and horrible thing. It's an insult of God. You can't sing like that. So she said, no, this is kawali. I said, do you know kawali was never sung by women and was never done in this dirty fashion, the way like a prostitute you are singing this kawali. Is always, all the music was in the praise of God. And that's why Muhammad Sahib said that all the music should be in the praise of God and should not be. So we had other things like naat and all. But you find, even at the time of Sri Krishna, all the music was to be just done for rasa. Ra is energy, sa means side. With Radha, they were playing together, playing rasa, and that's how they were doing the circulation of the energy to integrate themselves and singing the music. It is for that. But you find that people don't understand. They use music for sensuousness. Is anti-God. This music force has come to us to praise God. That's all. For nothing else. For doing all kinds of dirty things and singing all kinds of funny things. Imagine. And the reaction is built in so much. When he said that all the music should be in the name of God, we have a person like Aurangzeb who would not take to any music. He was such a staunchy fellow. And the other Muslims who came in would not sing anything that is Qawwali or anything, would sing horrible ghazals, which are just describing the separation of a woman and a man and all kinds of dirty things. With this disintegrated temperaments, people took to anything that came to them just to please themselves. When the advent of this thing, like Umar Khayyam, who is he? He's anti-God, absolutely anti-God man. Horrible. But people appreciate him very much. Umar Khayyam, what a poetry it is. They appreciate. Why? Because the disintegrated part of their heart likes Umar Khayyam when he sings, oh, we should drink here. What is there in this life? We don't know what is going to be there. Because Muhammad Sahib has said not to drink, he must sing such a song. This is the poetry of Mr. Umar Khayyam, who is being very much respected everywhere. And he is very much regarded as a great poet in Iraq, where today Khomeini is one great horrible man is born, and he still respects this Umar Khayyam. I don't know how can he respect him. What a contrast! It is just what a contrast. This Umar Khayyam singing dirty songs. They are not in praise of God. Music which is not in the praise of God is not music. Is ashleel. Is filth. Is dirt. Our classical music in India was based on Om. Even at Kundalini, when it reaches here, at the Vishuddhi Chakra, it makes all the sounds of A, A, E, A, I, O, O, Ru, Lu, Aha. All these 16 vowels are coming from the 16 chakras, or the sub-chakras, or the petals of this Vishuddhi Chakra. These are Bija Mantras of the Vishuddhi Chakra. All the vowels come from here. And when we sing dirty songs, we spoil this chakra Vishuddhi. That's why all the people who sing these dirty songs have to take to drinking, because I think they can't bear, or they can't do it. They can't sing these bad songs unless and until they take to some sort of an escape from God. So music and drinking started going hand in hand. In the West, the music broke all its traditions because they had no sense left in them to recognize that music is meant only for God, only for hymns, to be sung in the praise of God. All music should be in the praise of God. All ragas should be in the praise of God. We had no namaz system of different types, but we have a system of music in different types. At different times, a certain music should be played, where you describe a mood, and all the moods that are described have to relate themselves to God. There is no other mood that is enjoyable to the spirit that does not relate to God. There is no mood which one can enjoy. Even Bibhatsa, the mood of Bibhatsa is grotesque. Even that mood one enjoys. One can listen to when they see the filth and dirt, the left side. It's so scientific. Our music system is extremely scientific because it was taken in the form of uh, this music when actually the Kundalini moving into different, these Sapta Swaras. These 7 Swaras are built in our 7 chakras. We start with Sa, then Re, Ga, Ma, Mother, Pa, Da, Ni. My name also starts with Ni. These 7 Swaras are built in with 7 notes, and there are Vikrutis, Vikrut Saras, which are the side, other what you call chakras that we have to make about 12 swaras. But nobody understood the real meaning of music. Sharada, the goddess of Saraswati, is the one who carries the message of Virata within us and tells us how to sing. She tells us what is appealing to God. How these ragas were made also, just think of it. Because first they chose the notes, the aroha, avrohas, the going up and down, which was appealing to God. So the melodies were created. Melodies are fixed. You cannot change the melodies, the notes, because they found out that at this point the spirit awakened. On the vibrations they found out. They found out that when they sang this way, it worked out. The veena they played and they found out the exact swaras, which would really make you feel nice. Now you know that those people who have come from the West don't understand any Indian music on the mental level, but they understand at the spiritual level because their spirits get filled with joy and the vibration starts. The sense of music, this depiction of music was done by Shri Krishna. It is he, the one who taught Tala. Of course, we can say that Shiva is the one who dances the Tala. But the one who depicted it for human beings, who gave the message to the world, how the Tala should be, is Shri Krishna through his dancing movements. He kept the Tala all the time. Like the way he stands itself suggests how he kept the Tala. And he played the Murli also to suggest that music is what God's love is. His music is suggestive of God's love. That suits you, that clears you, that makes you happy, that gives you joy. And that's why he suggested through his music. He never wrote any poetry, did he? He never wrote any poetry as such. But when he spoke in Gadya, in the prose, it became Gita. Just when he spoke, it became Gita. Of course, people have tried to spoil quite a lot of it, the rhythm, which I feel sometimes when people recite it. But still, we must say when he really created it, it was for human beings to create poetry out of prose. Out of prose, he made it communicable. Because people could first only understand the music, the rhythm of the music. They didn't understand much words and things, but he made it possible. Even in Quran, if you read, the few words before starting every chapter, nobody understands. They are all nothing but mantra bijas. But they put it there. They knew people won't understand, but he put it there because people would understand. All these things you may not understand. You may not understand me either, possibly. But whatever they did, was for your hit. This is what happened at the time of Shri Krishna, that he established the concept of hit. Because it was said that you must speak the truth and you must speak the thing that is sweet, priya. Satyam bruvet, priyam bruvet. It was the message of Sri Krishna that you must speak sweetly. Those people who have got a proper Vishuddhi Chakra speak very sweetly. Their voice has that enchanting method of capturing the hearts of and not debasing them but elevating. So he said, you must do it sweetly. That was his main theme. Everything he did so sweetly that he created a leela out of his wings. It was a leela that he created. He said, this world is not a place where you should be serious, you should be short, you should be tense, but it's a leela. Just see the leela, the drama. The whole is a drama. So the whole thing is very sweet. If you see the whole world as a drama, it becomes a sweet thing. The sweetness of it, even if you see a person trying to be funny, you get a joy out of it. If you know it's a drama, you don't get worried if somebody comes and murders somebody, you know it's all fake. It's drama. It's a drama going on. And that's what we told people, that the whole thing is a leela, so that people should not get into serious moods and actually start acting in the drama in the real way. Like you see, you appoint somebody as, say, Shivaji Maharaj, and there is somebody coming from the other side and he takes a sword and he really hits the fellow, then you say this Shivaji Maharaj actor is no good. He gets absolutely involved into the thing and he hits the other person. So it's a drama. And he made it into a leela. Leela, because it's a drama, no doubt. But when you get realized, you start seeing the drama and the play. And the whole thing is, you must have seen that most of the Sahajogis are always laughing. Because they see the way things are happening. Even when they see a guru misbehaving or something, they just feel like laughing, how absurd it is. Like somebody came today to talk to me. And he told me, Mother, I have been to all kinds of nonsensical things. And he was just laughing. He said, I laugh at them now, what I did. He said, I went to one guru who used to give name to people. Say this nama, that nama. I made such efforts. I went to people, recommend my case. Because he was not so rich, you see. So he was never got the name. And he was saying, give me the name, I must have the name. And the guru was saying, no, you have to wait still. He said, I poured so much money in his seva peti, and which were large seva petis were put. I did everything. But he would not give me a name. And ultimately, when it came to that, he said, all right, I'll give you a name. And he gave me a name, which I started taking. I really became mad after that. I started getting headaches, this, that. Then he said, all right, you have to suffer. If you don't suffer, you must go through it. You ask for the name, so you have it. And when he came to me, he was looking nothing on earth, I tell you. In a very funny shape he came to me. But now he's completely cured. I could not even recognize him the other day. I just saw him. I said, oh God, are you the same person? So he said, Mother, now I laugh at all these things. And I just see that how people are stupid. To go to these false people, follow false ideas and false conceptions, and how they are missing the point. And he asked me a question, have they to go to that limit of destruction to come to you? I said, I don't know about them, what they have decided. But it is true that people are so stupid that they take to all these ideas and all these negative things much more easily than to the positive things, because of the Vishuddhi Chakra being spoiled. If your Vishuddhi Chakra is not spoiled, your hands are working better. Many people who get realization do not feel vibrations in the hand because their Vishuddhi Chakras are not alright. Now what does that mean, that your Vishuddhi Chakra is not alright? First of all, by temperament, you are not a collective person. by temperament. You are not a person who enjoy collectivity much. Like people who are fussy. I want this, I want that, I want to sleep on a proper bed, I must have this, I must do that. This kind of a I. Those who have too much I in them. Because both ego and superego start from this Vishuddhi Chakra. You see, a man who is a egoistical person is not able to see the collectivity at all because he's separated with the rest of them. His ahankara covers his being so much that he cannot enjoy the collectivity. Now, you see, Shri Krishna lived with who? With gopis, who little boys. He went and used to look after his cows, just looking after the cows. None of these incarnations you'll find were interested in rich people or anything. He went and stayed with people who were very ordinary from the worldly point of view. And there he played, and there he did all these tricks of sweetness. He used to steal the butter. He used to steal the butter. And many people who are criticizing him always say, oh, he was a thief. Yes, he was a thief. He was the thief of the thieves. So he used to steal the butter because this butter was taken to Mathura by these ladies to get some money. And that was giving more health to all these horrible Rakshasas who were in Mathura. So he didn't want this to go there and give them this good health. The best thing was to steal the butter so they don't get it and they starve on their, they have their deficiencies of the vitamin A and D, you can call it, and that they suffer from back throat and they have no strength in their hands when they pick up their swords. So this was the way to hit them so that they could not fight the forces of good. So in that he proved that a higher goal is to be achieved by giving up smaller, silly, stupid goals. The hita is the main thing. Because when he said that you don't speak the truth, otherwise people will be hurt. Alright, so what should we do?
जय श्री माता जी। श्री आदिशक्ति का पूर्ण मंत्र लेते हैं। ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। आरती की तैयारी करते हैं।
सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी। दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी। दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जग में संकट कारण कितने लिए अवतार माँ, कितने लिए अवतार। विश्व में तेरी महिमा, विश्व में तेरी महिमा। तू गंगा यमुना माँ, सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी। दिल में सदा से दूर करना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माताजी, जय निर्मल माताजी, दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जब दिल में आए तब मधु संगीत सुन लो, माँ मधु संगीत सुन लो। हो ये सके जो सेवा, हो ये सके जो सेवा, हमसे करा लेना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माताजी, जय निर्मल माताजी, दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री महालक्ष्मी, महासरस्वती, महाकाली, त्रिगुणात्मिका, कुण्डलिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति, माताजी, श्री निर्मला देवी, नमो नमः। त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति, माताजी, श्री निर्मला देवी, नमो नमः। त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी, मोक्ष प्रदायिनी, माताजी, श्री निर्मला देवी, नमो नमः। श्री निर्मला माताजी, श्री निर्मला देवी की जय।
परम पूज्य श्री माता जी के श्री चरणों में प्रार्थनाएं अर्पित करते हैं। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, आज का सामूहिक ध्यान हम आपके श्री चरणों में समर्पित करते हैं। श्री माता जी, आज के ध्यान में आपने हमें निरानंद प्रदान किया, चैतन्य से आशीर्वादित किया, इसलिए हम आपके हृदय से ऋणी हैं। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, आज का ध्यान करते वक्त हमसे कोई गलती हो गई हो, कोई भूल हो गई हो, तो कृपा करके हमें क्षमा करें। संपूर्ण विश्व में विश्व निर्मल धर्म प्रस्थापित करने हेतु कृपा कर हमें सहयोग प्रचार प्रसार का शुद्ध एवं प्रभावी माध्यम बनाइए। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, हमारे अहंकार, भय, क्रोध, चिंता और सभी नकारात्मक संस्कारों को दूर कीजिए। हमें सत्य के मार्ग पर चलने की शक्ति प्रदान कीजिए और हमें आपका शुद्ध माध्यम बनाइए। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, हमारी सभी प्रार्थनाओं का स्वीकार कर हमें आशीर्वादित करने की कृपा करें। आपके दिव्य श्री चरण कमलों में हमारा कोटि कोटि प्रणाम, कोटि कोटि प्रणाम, अनंत कोटि प्रणाम। सामूहिक बंधन लेते हैं। आज की सूचना इस प्रकार। आज शाम का ध्यान शाम 6:30 बजे प्रतिष्ठान से लाइव प्रसारित होगा। आज का ध्यान सत्र यही संपन्न होता है। अब हम सत्संगीत का आनंद लेते हैं। जय श्री माता जी।
तू करता तू धरता तू विघ्न हरता, तू करता तू धरता तू विघ्न हरता, नमस्कार माझा तुला श्री गणेशा, नमस्कार माझा तुला श्री गणेशा, तू करता तू धरता तू विघ्न हरता, नमस्कार माझा तुला श्री गणेशा, नमस्कार माझा तुला श्री गणेशा.
रक्षितु अम्मसि दाही दिशानी देसी अभय तू दाही दिशानी
आत्म्यात वसशी तत्वात वसशी तू गौरी गणेशा सत्वात वसशी
आत्म्यात वसशी तत्वात वसशी तू गौरी गणेशा सत्वात वसशी
नमस्कार माझा तुला आत्मरूपा नमस्कार माझा तुला श्री गणेशा नमस्कार माझा तुला श्री गणेशा जलतो नभतो तू वायु तो इंद्र भूतत्व तो सूर्य असशी तू चंद्र
जलतु नभतु तू वायु तू इंद्र भूतत्व तू सूर्य असशी तू चंद्र
आदि तो अंति तो मध्यात वसशी मूलाधार तत्वा हे ऋषिकेशी
आदि तू अंति तू मध्यात वसशी मूलाधार तत्वा हे ऋषिकेशी
नमस्कार माझा तुला एकदंता नमस्कार माझा तुला श्री गणेशा नमस्कार माझा तुला श्री गणेशा अरुण वस्त्र प्रिय अरुण रंग प्रिय अरुण पुष्प प्रिय तुला श्री गणेशा
अरुण वस्त्र प्रिय अरुण रंग प्रिय अरुण पुष्प प्रिय तुला श्री गणेशा
हे गौरी पुत्रा हे विघ्नहर्ता नमस्कार माझा तुला पूर्ण ब्रह्मा
हे गौरी पुत्रा हे विघ्नहर्ता नमस्कार माझा तुला पूर्ण ब्रह्मा
नमस्कार माझा तुला ज्ञान रूपा नमस्कार माझा तुला श्री गणेशा नमस्कार माझा तुला श्री गणेशा
नमस्कार माझा तुला श्री गणेशा नमस्कार माझा तुला श्री गणेशा नमस्कार माझा श्री निर्मल माता नमस्कार माझा श्री निर्मल माता नमो आत्मरूपा नमो चित्स्वरूपा नमो आत्मरूपा नमो चित्स्वरूपा कुंडलिनी अम्बे जय जय जगदम्बे कुंडलिनी अम्बे जय जय जगदम्बे तुझ नमो तुझ नमो तुझ नमो नमो आत्मरूपा नमो चित्स्वरूपा
कुंडलिनी अम्बे जय जय जगदम्बे कुंडलिनी अम्बे जय जय जगदम्बे तुझ नमो तुझ नमो तुझ नमो
सहस्रारी येशी सप्त चक्र छेदुनी
सहस्रारी येशी सप्त चक्र छेदुनी
संतुलन देशी तू सुषुम्ना
संतुलन देशी तू सुषुम्ना
विकारा तू सोडी विवेका तू जोडी
विकारा तू सोडी विवेका तू जोडी
तुझ नमो नमो आत्मरूपा नमो चित्स्वरूपा
कुंडलिनी अम्बे जय जय जगदम्बे कुंडलिनी अम्बे जय जय जगदम्बे तुझ नमो तुझ नमो तुझ नमो
सहज योग देशी जगताच्या आधारा
सहयोग देशी जगताच्या आधारा
पामराशी करीशी सहज योगी
पामराशी करीशी सहज योगी
तुझी या कृपेने भवसागर हा तरलो
तुझ्या कृपेने भवसागर हा तरलो
तुझ नमो नमो आत्मरूपा नमो चित्स्वरूपा
कुंडलिनी अम्बे जय जय जगदम्बे कुंडलिनी अम्बे जय जय जगदम्बे तुझ नमो तुझ नमो तुझ नमो
रीतंबरा प्रज्ञा तूच आदिशक्ती
दिगंबरा प्रज्ञा तूच आदिशक्ती
भगवती शक्ती तू भाव भक्ती आत्मतेज माते तू भगवंताचे,
आत्मतेज माते तू भगवंताचे.
तुझ नमो, तुझ नमो, नमो आत्मरूपा, नमो चित्स्वरूपा.
कुंडलिनी अंबे जय जय जगदंबे, कुंडलिनी अंबे जय जय जगदंबे.